Hey, to all my hustlers out there, and welcome to the Entrepreneur Hustles 30-day Hustle Harder Challenge. We are tackling 2020. We're not letting it defeat us. We are not just going by the sidelines and waving our white flag. We're going to tackle it, and we're talking about the skills, the resources, the habits, the mindset to help us do it. And today we're on day 12. Yay us, we've made it, and it means that July is closer and closer and closer. So let's talk about a very important skill, and that is the absolute power that comes in listening. Yes, by closing your mouth, opening your ears, opening your mind, opening your heart, you can really get to places you cannot get if you're always feeling like you're in control, you're leading the pack, you're talking, you're thinking over people. You don't have to do that. Listening gives you lots of clues as to what people are thinking, what people want, how you can better serve them. And if you're an entrepreneur, right, that's your market. That's who you need to touch. It may be your employees, it may be your market, it may be your customers. But by listening to what they want, you can get what you want. It's a really crazy concept. By being quiet and not over talking, overthinking, over moving forward, playing that chess game with someone in your mind, you really can learn a lot about what their real needs are and how you can best service those needs. So let's talk about listening, because it's a hard skill, right? Even when we were kids, listening to your teacher go on and on and on, what happens? Your brain wanders, or you're thinking about what you want to say, what you want to do, what your next move is. And that can be an easy trap to fall into when it comes to listening as an adult. The first things first, you want to kind of set your intentions. If you need to stop and listen to someone, that has to be your intention. Your intention cannot be, I want to make sure I respond. I want to make sure I am heard. I want to make sure that they don't think they got the best of me, that I'm in a power position. All of these things can be intentions, but the best intention when it comes to listening is just listening. Hearing what someone has to say, setting your mind so it's not on automatic response, but how can I really intake what they have in? It requires some silence. Be quiet. Let them talk. Be still. Hear what they have to say in a space where it's not just, okay, I'm listening, but as soon as my brain goes this way, I'm going with it, either someplace completely different or to what my response is. Because when you stop halfway through what you're listening through and begin to prepare your response, you may be missing some critical parts that may even answer your question, answer your response before you even get a chance to put it out there. So change your intentions. Along with your intentions comes your expectations, right? Lots of times, especially if you have a listening partner where you are used to what their normal response is, right? We have these expectations. They're not going to really listen. They're not going to hear me out. I'm not going to get what I need from this conversation. So what's the point of listening? Change that, right? The point of listening is to listen. You may have discovered something that you never saw before. Have some empathy. Think from their point of view. Really open your mind to what could be said, and in doing that, you may get some little clues. It may be the same old story, but by opening your mind, changing your expectations, you may hear things you may have never heard before. So change your expectations. Give yourself some space to just say, hey, even though our experience together may be you overtalk me, you might yell, you might do this, but I'm still going to have the expectation that I listen, and this could be a positive, beneficial thing for definitely me, but perhaps for both of us. Because when you listen well, you really set the stage for a win-win scenario. Someone is feeling heard, and you are hearing them. You are seeing the opportunity. You are seeing what the problem is, and you can address it from that point of view, as opposed to what your assumptions might be about their point of view or what they have to say. So change your expectations, change your intentions, and really make sure that you are setting the stage for a powerful place to listen. Last but not least, but just a important part of listening, but also a way to just have some manners, right? Wait until they finish to start talking. I know it's tempting. They say something that may be out of line or inappropriate, and your first response is to say, let me stop you right there. We're not going to go any further with this. No, just wait. Just wait. Hear people out, because one, it's what you want them to do for you when you begin to speak, when you begin to share whatever's on your mind. So do that as a courtesy, and request, if they try to interrupt you, I gave you a courtesy, I made sure that I heard you out, please do the same while I'm talking. It really sets the stage for a polite but listening conversation that is really about listening. That's our tip for today. Make sure you listen with intention, without expectation, and be courteous, be polite. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Entrepreneur Hustle as we're sharing tips every day on our 30-day challenge to the midpoint of 2020, which we're going to knock out. And if you have missed any of our days, feel free. Join us on our YouTube channel. Join us on entrepreneurhustle.network and get in on the conversation. Thanks.